So I've been meaning to make a YouTube video talking about what kind of content I want to put out into the world. And I struggle with having an empty house and I struggle with a little bit of artist ADHD. So I'm always going in a million different directions. So right now, I am painting a box for an event that I have this weekend. And I thought, since I'm stuck in one spot, I will try to create this content for you. So first, I'm going to tell you about the event that I'm going to. So my husband's family does a family reunion once a year and have since 1973, only skipping one time when one of the patriarchal men of the family passed away unexpectedly right before the reunion. It's always in July, and it takes place at a camp that is owned by a member of the family. Every single year, there is a theme. We have done Renaissance, we've done Mississippi Riverboat, we've done nursery rhymes, we've done Hollywood, we've done superheroes, we've done, I literally could take 5 minutes and tell you all the themes. They're written down and logged in a book that one of the aunts keeps up with. But the theme follows the weekend. So all of the food is in the theme. This year's theme is country fair. So we will have a little midway section in the yard where on Saturday we are going to have a carnival of sorts. This is for my game. That is a like ping pong toss kind of thing. There are costumes. So on the Saturday, you dress up in the manner of the theme. So for example, when we did nursery rhymes, my 2 older kids were Hansel and Gretel. When we did Hollywood, my daughter was Snow White and my son was Tony Hawk, because he thought Tony Hawk was Hollywood. But everyone, like people will rent costumes. People go all out for this. There is also a talent show. There is also an auction, and each little satellite of the family will take a turn. Each year it's a different family's choice of what we support. So we have supported different organizations that benefit cancer, pediatric cancer. We've done veterans causes. We've done, one family member started a school in Mexico and we have supported his school. So every year there's a big purpose, and the auction can be things that you make. My son and daughter are very creative, so sometimes they will have their artwork in the auction. Sometimes someone takes a photo the year before and then frames it and offers it for the auction. Sometimes people make gift baskets. If they have a company, they will bring swag and merch from that company. And then thousands of dollars. We raise thousands of dollars for these events. There are probably 70 some family members that Anymore, it's a little bit trickier because people have moved far away. So it's a little trickier for some people to travel. So there's anywhere from, I think our smallest one was like 17 people, and it was just a fluke. But most often it's in the 30s. It's a full weekend. So it's camping in the yard of, in the middle of the woods in middle Pennsylvania. So anyway, I'm painting this as my midway game for the country fair theme. I have a gingham red and white picnic kind of shirt, cutoffs, cowgirl hat, gone all out. So anyway, I am an art teacher. I'm a mom of 3 and making a mess. I'm currently in the middle of writing a picture book that I will be illustrating, but I got frustrated because I gave myself too many options for words and phrases on each page spread, and now I'm overwhelmed. So I decided to paint this box for my game. So in addition to all of these things, I have a real want for delivering content that is a way for people who think they're not creative to learn how to embrace creativity and be less concerned with how something looks and more concerned with how they feel after doing the creative exercise. So I have a certificate in therapeutic arts. I work at an emotional support school. So we use art a lot in managing our nervous systems, in diving deeper into trauma, all the things. So I am not a therapist. So this is not something that I have a license in. However, I personally use art a lot to calm my nervous system. And I've developed a form of like neurographic art, but that's very specific to a certain doctor that has coined that phrase. So mine I call soul mazing. So it's like making a maze and calms your soul. So I would like to have that be part of my content. And as an art teacher, I notice quite often that if you think about it, if you've ever been around little kids who are in like elementary school, younger, maybe a little bit into middle school, are always proud of their art, always proud of their art. But then middle school hits and kids get their own opinions, and pretty soon everyone hates their art because they're comparing it to others. So I have found more adults kind of feel this way. And when I talk to people about doing art to help control or calm down their nervous system, they get all freaked out because they are not comfortable with what their art looks like. The cool part about doing this via YouTube is you will be sitting in your kitchen, living room, garage, beach, whatever, doing art in a journal, and no one has to see it, but you can reap the benefits of how it calms you down and how it makes you feel. That's the goal of the content that I want to create on YouTube, with the foresight into, I want to introduce the idea that we're all so busy, we're all online, we're consuming content. And our nature is to create, and not a lot of people are doing that because they don't have time, because they're doing very much watching of things. And I think this is going to sound very woo-woo, but I think the world is missing the beauty of inspired creativity. And so we have the bonus of social media that we can share beautiful things on, only if we make time to make more than we consume. And I really feel like the glitch that is happening in the world, where it's off kilter and so much negativity and hate, and not going to get into that, but I really think that we as a life force can create more beauty, and therefore more beauty makes people notice more beautiful things, which softens our heart, which opens us up, which allows us to love and be kind. So that's the basis for what the kind of content is that I would like to create. Thank you for sitting through this video and my long-winded conversation about my family reunion. But stick around, follow if this is something that you'd like to join me in inspiring other people to do this, or if you are in need of learning how to do this kind of thing. I think if we get both of those people who want to jump on my train and inspire other people as much as the people who need to be inspired, I think we can change the world, quite frankly. So stick around, like, subscribe, do all the things. Leave me a comment. Tell me what your thoughts are. Tell me if I'm missing something. Tell me if you've also had this thought. I'm really excited to get this started. I'm not a very OCD type person, so I don't know if content-wise I have the muscle that it takes to be very regular about posting. Obviously, I'm not prepped to post. It just hit me and all my words were coming together and I wanted to share. So crazy art teacher, stick around or not and let me know what you think. Thanks. Have a lovely day.